Hi, welcome to Pictures, Noise and Words. I'm Hedgie, and this is Lay of the Autumn. You know what? A couple of times leading up to doing this, I kept saying Lay of Autumn. That Lay of the Autumn or the Autumn threw me a bit for some reason. Lay of Autumn. No, it's Lay of the Autumn. Well, that's out of the way. Anyway, this is a song called... I've clicked it off my screen. Flowing Tears. The thing is, I knew it, but when I come to say it, second-guessed myself. I should probably start this intro again, but I'm not going to. So, Lay of the Autumn was recommended to me as a band by Amy Carparelli, who has recommended something very recently to me before, like last week or whenever it was. People aren't recommending things to me at the moment for some reason, so thank you, Amy. Now, having said that, I'm going to get recommended all sorts of weird stuff. Or someone's going to say, I recommended a song to you 3 years ago and I'm still waiting. I haven't got my head together today at all. So Amy actually didn't recommend this song. Amy recommended an instrumental. So I have heard the instrumental and it's really good. The only thing is that I think that people for their first song, I'm really surprised that Lay of the Autumn released the instrumental. It was like their first song. It's like they hadn't got their singer sorted out at that point. And I think people connect far more when there's a voice. So I've chosen a different song. So, as I say, this song's called Flowing Tears. Now, this one I haven't heard. So I haven't heard their new singer. It's all off this album of Love and Sorrow, which is out now, but you can't get it from Bandcamp as far as I can tell. So if you want it, you're just going to have to find it somewhere else. We're in sort of symphonic metal land. This band's Italian, so it's got that, well, has it got that Italian sound? It kind of has to a degree. Like I say, I haven't heard this one, but the one I did hear, the instrumental, there's just, I don't know, there's something about Italian metal that has a thing of its own to a degree. We should get on with it because my brain's not firing properly at the moment. And I've just realised I've made a mistake. So, God, bear with. I think I've fixed it now. The amount of times I do this. So if I click this off and it doesn't go right, well, it's because I'm an idiot. Oh, get it. There's not a video, by the way. I'm going to assume that's the singer.
never be broken. When I close my eyes, I can still see your smile, while the sound of rain kills me again and again. But we still have the two ends of our red thread. If you keep yours one day, I can find you again. It's raining again. Outside the window, the sky is crying. I am here. Inside my heart, I can feel the weight of this flowing tears. It's raining again. Outside the window, the sky is crying. I am here. Inside my heart, I can feel the weight of this flowing tears. How much longer will I have to endure your absence?
So that song over there in the little window, that's the instrumental that was recommended. So there you go. So if you go to the link below and watch this video, at the end you get to go and watch the instrumental. That lady walking in the woods there is not the singer. This is the singer, clearly. So I actually wrote some things down, and the reason, and I don't usually do that, but the reason is that sometimes when I think of a thing and then I'm listening to another 2 or 3 minutes of a song, and then when I come to speak at the end, that thing is gone. It's like, oh, what was that? I'm talking, and at the same time in my brain it's going, what was that thing that you were meant to say? So I've actually wrote something down. Maybe I should do that more often. You wouldn't believe how many times that happens. How many times I've listened to a thing on this channel, I have a thought and it's gone by the end. And I know, and usually I finish recording the video, of course, and press stop and all of that, and then bing, it comes back and I go, oh, I meant to say. And you missed all of those fantastic words of wisdom. Anyway, yeah, there's not many words of wisdom. I should probably get on with this, but literally Leia the Autumn might be watching this going, get on with it. Right. So what did I write down? Well, I wrote down 2 band names that this reminds me of. I wrote down Sirenia, which is a band I've been listening to, I don't know, must be 20 years now or something, maybe, not quite, but give or take. Sirenia, just a band I really enjoy. And another band called Noveria, so basically bands that end with ear. Noveria, who did a fantastic album called Equilibrium. Or did they? Was that their band album? Anyway, band called Noveria, who did a great album. I reviewed them on this channel. And that's a good thing, because both of those bands are bands that I can just listen to at any time. You know, I don't have to be in the mood for the stuff that they're doing. And I suspect Leia of the Autumn is in that same sort of category where, you know, like sometimes you have to be in the mood for some death metal or for some extreme metal or for whatever, or prog. You might not be, you know, you think, oh, no, I can't be, I haven't got the patience for prog right now or whatever. Whereas this sits in this sort of area where you don't really have to be in the mood for it. You literally 10 seconds in, you go, yes, this will do, whatever's going on. And I think part of that is because the production on this is very warm. It's a funny thing describing things like production, because you have to use words like warm, cold, sharp. It's, you know, because you're describing a sound, aren't you? But the production on this is very warm, and it means that it's kind of it's warm and comfortable to listen to. When everything is going on, when everything's barreling along, it actually takes away the warmness of the production, takes away some of the clarity. But that's a good thing in this case. So when it stops and it calms down and it's clear as a bell. Yeah? But when everything's barreling along, I think you've got a lot of those mid-ranges kind of sort of arguing with each other, no, complementing each other, that's the word. And they can get a bit mixed, and you can't pick out everything that's going on. But the production has this lovely warmness that means you've got the lady's voice singing the verse, and you've got the music just creating this huge backdrop behind. The drums cut through a bit in this. They're you could argue they're a little bit in the foreground too much, but it didn't bother me. I'm just picking because that's kind of my job. So what you end up with is a really enjoyable song. It's got a lovely warm feeling. You can enjoy it. You don't have to put in lots of effort to listen to it. And I reckon that's a song that if I put that on, or if it just came on randomly on whatever musical device I'm using to listen to, I'd be like, oh yes, this is a good one. You know, it wouldn't matter where I was, what I was doing. It's just got that great, entertaining, I keep saying barreling along, but that's what it is, isn't it? This great entertaining, and you can just enjoy it for what it is. And her voice, it's quite a sort of a unique voice, isn't it? It's got there's a little bit of a, I don't know now. I am struggling for the right word, but and she's like, well, go on then. Come on, what's the word you're looking for? But she's got a little bit of a twang in her voice, hasn't she? A little bit of a. The reason I'm picking words and discarding them is that I don't want any word to be perceived as negative, because that's not what I'm doing. So she's got a slightly sort of nasally sound to her voice, and that's probably not the right word. And I don't mean for it to sound like a negative. I think her voice is really interesting and really good, and it's almost like a little bit of a counterpoint to that dun 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 music. The other thing is that they've chosen to almost on this song, wow, I'm really pulling this one apart, aren't I? On this song, they've chosen to do the fast music, slow voice thing, and it works really well. It doesn't always work, but it works really well on this. Yeah, so thank you, Amy. There's Lay of the Autumn. This was a song called Flowing Tears, and it's off this album of Love and Sorrow, Lay of the Autumn. They're from Italy. And I take back some of what I said at the beginning, that this song does not have so obvious that obvious Italian sound to it. I think this could be anywhere in Europe, sort of thing. Yeah, so I take back the bit at the beginning where sort of Italian bands tend to have an Italian sound, but this one less so. Maybe it's the singer, because Italian male singers, I think, certainly have more of a, maybe that's just my prejudices, biases, preconceptions. I'll go now before I get myself in trouble. I'll see you soon. Let me know what you think, as ever. Lay of the Autumn. I'm going to get this album because it's got that sound and that feeling to it that I like, that I could just listen to over and over. So I'm going to get this, and we'll and I'm sure it'll be great, because I have heard the instrumental, which is hard for me to point to, and it was really good. They're clearly a very talented bunch of people. So yeah, there you go.